I have never been more surprised. Oh, really? I don't know what to say. I had no idea. I remember you said you was going to do something. It's your fault. You didn't.
Well, that's you.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. I tell you, you made my whole life well, my goodness. That is, I can't believe that. I can't believe y'all did that. Yeah. Thank you so much. I have never been told like that. Never. Y'all just did it. I knew it. Yeah, thank you. Oh, what are y'all doing here? Y'all really did it. Y'all, I can't believe it. You kept saying, check your message last night and everything, you know?
Did you get it?
Never did.
Happy birthday message.
I didn't get it.
You didn't know, so you didn't know.
Good job.
I was going to say things I know you guys.
This is something else. I'm telling you. And y'all fooled me. Like I knew for sure they were coming back this afternoon later.
He was on his candy. Oh, yeah. I do just
Boy, this is a big. Now you like to catch on something fast from that. Yeah. And you were part of it too, weren't you?
That's why I couldn't let
He looks like a little man. He does.
Hey, Digger.
I know it.
Hey, Digger. That's why I couldn't let Matthew give you the ball, because he was blabbing.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't let him discuss the football pitch.
Oh, yeah.
I got him. I said, don't you give me. He said, well, see you are.
Yeah.
But he did. I was right there ready to pounce him.
Hey, David.
Oh, I tell you, I have seen it.
You can
like, when we were up there,
He was what over that little man walking around here. Looks like an old grown man. That's right, didn't come in there.
Right.
we should have brought that one. Yeah, last one, you give it away.
It lasted a long
Well, we're waiting until we get her. Oh, there she is.
Hey, use my. I brought my camera. You use it. The rest of the film on it, and then. Oh, never mind.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
Come out and make a speech.
All right, ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jill. Happy birthday to you. Make wish for that free.
I'm going to be here next year.
Yay!
And that's what the
Far. You've got a 6-0 right here.
Came back again.
Spin on it.
Let's make one of those tree candles.
Is it gonna come on again now? Somebody do that. I thought one of them I had it out and it came
We're going
back
to pull
on.
it out 60 times. All
I
right.
bet Louie had something to do with that. Did it come on again now?
We'll have to see.
Yeah. I'll do it again. I didn't know there was such
We don't want you to wear yourself out now.
They'll just keep doing it?
Just start over here. I'll take them out.
Those are great.
Put that one in the toilet and bring it out.
Throw that in the trash.
Already said yeah. Okay. How much is in there? Gosh, it's hard to mash it down again. You don't have to. It's just like
Completely unrehearsed, and everybody in this family, Bill, wants to take this opportunity today to thank you for all the things you've done for everybody in the family down through the years, and that's the purpose of all this. And you know, there's some things that we all take for granted, we take for granted the fact that we live in this great country. I think sometimes we forget that we live in the greatest country in the world. We take for granted that we've got such families. I take for granted that my mother and father are alive, and I'm still 59 years old, and some of us have already lost both of our parents. And there are many things that we all take for granted, and one of the things that we've all taken for granted down through the years, Bill, is you. We have many, many things to be thankful for. We all have memories in this family. For those of you who are new in the family, like Grayson, you weren't around for some of these years, and Sam, I don't know where Sam is. He's still around. He wasn't here, so he didn't. You know, there he is. He didn't have a chance to see all these things. But we have this family. Just about every outing was at Bill and Carol's for a number of years. Those that weren't up at Mother's were over at Bill and Carol's at the lake. And Bill had a houseboat over there and a big old boat, and we could all sit here and every one of us have memories of all of the things that we used to do. We'd go over there for family outings, and I can remember Mr. Martin being there and getting to know him over there, and he loved to play rook, and we'd all go outside and play rook. We'd have horseshoes and basketball and play football and kickball, and somebody be down in the lake swimming and somebody fishing. There'd be just a little bit of everything in the world, houseboating or out riding on a boat, even had a little paddle boat there. So we all have memories in this family of years and years and years, and thanks to Bill, even though it got a little aggravating to some of us sometimes, we even have pictures of all of that that we can have to remember. Each one of us has memories, Bill, of that are kind of special. So we ask everybody today to write down their memories. And I know one of my first memories, I didn't write it down, goes back to Angela when she was little and coming to visit you. And Bill always had the first gadget that came out. Bill had it. That's what you hear things starting in California and coming this way. I always said they start with Bill Martin, and that's where I found out about it first. But Bill had went over to visit him in Alabama, and Angela was younger than Ross walking around here at that time, and he had some of you who know modern technology won't think this was anything fancy, but he had a PA system hooked up back in Angela's bedroom out to the den, so that when she made a sound, it would come on the PA system. And I thought that was amazing. And without wires, you could go back there and do that. But I think that was the first gadget that I ever saw Bill have. Bill's mother wrote out something for me, and I've just said it. Basically, she wanted to thank you for all of the things that you did and all the activities and the fun time over there. We know that, as Mother said, that, and Daddy too, that when everybody left, there was a lot of cleaning up to be done, and you had to go around after everybody and do all of that. And many times, like I say, we took it for granted. And we do appreciate that, and we appreciate Carol, bringing the food over there and doing the bulk of the work there. So anyway, that's with that having been said, everybody here has written out a little something, and Susan wanted me to kind of read, ask you who you might think said this. This one says, "I remember the good times of the lake house, and I especially remember his homemade fishing poles. They were just sticks out of the woods with fishing line wrapped around them. They weren't pretty, but they caught fish." Now, who do you think said that?
Well, be one of all the kids that fishing there, Red, or one of the boys here, or somebody.
Well, you came close. That was Drew.
Drew, okay. Carried it, show and tell with it, didn't he? Yeah. Yeah.
I remember the lake house and all the swimming and fishing. However, the one moment which sticks out in my mind is the fish I caught at the lake, which I wanted to take to show and tell. My parents wouldn't let me, so I took a picture to school instead.
Yeah, well, that's the, Drew there, yeah.
That's David.
David.
Yeah, by the time memory goes, you start getting old.
Yeah.
It was so many because he could take that fish home.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
200. It was a big one.
Yeah.
This one, you're going to have to really think hard. Atlanta to Memphis, Memphis to El Dorado, Arkansas, rental truck, Ruston, Louisiana to Jackson, Mississippi to Birmingham to Atlanta. What a way to spend a weekend. 1,000 miles, rental truck, bedliners.
That was, when we were doing that, see, who, somebody went with me? Louis did, yeah. I forgot, yeah. I remember that.
I've forgotten about that.
Yeah, I forgot about that, yeah.
Nobody.
It was a long way, wasn't it?
Okay, good. This one, you'll know who this is. First to have a conversion van. First to have a video camera. First to own a condo. First to have a truck liner. First to have a big screen TV. First to have a grandson. Bill, you've always been first. Now you're the first to turn 60. This is one time I'm glad you're first.
Well, you were
Who
right
said
behind
that?
me. Yeah.
Susan.
I thought that about this race said that.
I did too.
Well, a recent visit to the eye doctor reminded me of a valuable lesson my dad taught me when I was younger. I wanted to wear contact lenses more than anything because I was sick and tired of wearing my Coke bottle lens glasses. So my parents took me to the eye doctor to see what they could do. The doctor told us that he would have to operate on my eyes in order for me to wear contacts. Of course, my dad insisted on getting a second opinion, which would delay the anticipated operation even further. I pitched a fit. I yelled, I screamed, I cried and called him mean. Well, of course, he was right. The second doctor I went to immediately tried the contact lenses on me and they worked. It was a miracle. I didn't need to have eye surgery. Thank you, Dad, for teaching me the importance of a second opinion. Because of you and your stubbornness, I didn't get surgery that could have been more harmful to my eyes than helpful. I love you so much. Happy 60th birthday.
Yeah, where's Angela? Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was very true, because that doctor just had a Mercedes payment to make, and he wanted to operate. That's all it was.
Okay, I wanted to play in the Nationals and go to Kansas so bad. We were all so excited when I had received this letter in the mail announcing that I had qualified. The only dilemma was the tournament ran during Thanksgiving. Both of y'all were so supportive and decided that Dad would go with me. When we arrived and saw that I had drawn the first seed from Hawaii, you still encouraged me. Even though I got cleaned off the court, you still encouraged me. We later caught a flight back to Atlanta, but had a long delay on Thanksgiving Day in the Dallas-Fort Worth airport. Little did we know that later in life I would be living there. That day, me and you had the best Thanksgiving hamburger in the airport. Dad, I will never forget that special Thanksgiving Day with you at the airport. I learned a huge lesson from your encouragement. Never give up and always try your best. I love you. Thanks, Mary. Fish, buffet, big question.
Oh, that'd be great.
You need to tell us the significance of that.
Well, that's when he asked for Meredith's hand. And I had no idea of that. That was pretty much a surprise. And they had gone somewhere, and I invited him to go up to the fisherman's net there to eat some catfish. And that's when he chose to ask for her hand. And just like today, I said, that's another time where I don't hardly remember what I had to eat.
You should have waited till dessert.
Okay, there's another one that says, Uncle Bill, I remember those famous Father Day lake parties. Also the Easter egg hunts at 2021 First Avenue. Christmas gift.
Christmas gift. That had been, but I remember her hand in your fan, and I remember those plums we used to eat. Remember those things? Thank you, Michelle. And I remember one other thing. There used to be an azalea bush that my mother planted that was given to when you were born. It was your age that azalea bush was.
At the front door.
Yeah, sure was.
One that says, Uncle Bill, I remember when your paddle boat broke down in the lake on Father's Day.
That could be you? Because that hasn't been that long, yeah.
That's Michelle.
Sure do, yeah.
Okay, Bill, from the time I married into the family, you have been so gracious and generous to me and my family. Everyone has good memories from those times at the lake. My ex-mother-in-law was visiting one time when we went to the lake, and while there she got a proposal from your father which tickled her to death. You never did know that, did you?
Did you know that, Drew?
Oh, no, I just heard that. It doesn't surprise me.
No, it doesn't me either.
She came home that day and said, he asked me to marry him.
No kidding. That's
Oh.
That was puny.
Mr. Mark, the trip to Colorado skiing. I never thought I would have the opportunity to do this, but you made it possible and made it a first-class trip. I hope one of these days I can return the favor.
He dropped the camera, too.
It was this camera, too.
Oh, it's that camera.
Is that same one? And for a long time I thought it was somebody else had dropped it, but he finally had to admit to it. So then I just gave it to him.
So he just gave it to me.
Hope it still works.
I'm wondering if I wreck his little truck, if he'll give it to me, too.
Uncle Bill, I guess the best memories I have are those summers we spent up at the lake. One specific memory I have is me leaving to ski and you driving the boat. You gave me very specific instructions. Thumbs up means go faster. Feeling great, having fun. Thumbs down, slower. Stop the boat. I think I'm going to seriously hurt myself. So, here I am, barely standing, thumbs thrust down, i.e. stop the boat. You, however, kept giving me the old thumbs up. Grin on the face, cigar in the mouth, all the while. Thanks for all the good times.
Oh, I wasn't on that one, Lisa, yeah.
Okay, I have one more. Gerald, you're going to have to, I put that in my pocket, but I don't know. You moved me from the right to the left. Who am I?
From the right to the left. In the boat or something, or?
Politically.
I was thinking politically.
Politically?
Or in the bed.
Right to the left. I don't know about that.
Could have been athletically, too.
Yeah. Oh,
Somebody was right-handed.
that'd have to be Meredith then. Like we're right-handed, left-handed?
right. You got it, right? You can move somebody from a right-handed batter to a left-handed batter when they were 6 years old.
Yeah.
Really?
I did.
Sure did.
Oh,
See, you remember that, good.
Oh.
Now, we came to switch hitter because of it.
Yeah.
And he was a left-handed batter, and I was 6 years old.
Angela, bring me that picture in there in that little.
Did the same thing when we were in.
And I became a left-handed batter.
Big one?
Huh.
Yeah.
And you weren't ambidextrous at all,
But, Bill, why don't you tell us a little bit about the significance of some of these things? What's this one right here? The car all dressed up here.
Well, I guess we just done using that in the parade, wasn't we?
Yeah.
So Herbie, isn't it?
Whose car was that?
So that's one we bought one time, and didn't keep it very long.
Village Mill always has a 4th of July parade, and
Yeah.
that's what we're.
Oh,
had it
I
okay.
done.
always like to trade cars a lot, you know. I've had several cars.
Is that one of the raised vans right there?
Oh, that was our Zimmer van. That was our first one that we had. That's one we really got a lot of miles out of.
Well, what's the significance of this one down here?
That house right there, that was our first home Carol and I had in Lakeland, Florida, and I paid more for the last car I bought than we did that house. We paid a whopping $17,500 for that house.
Is that when you had to put the fence in the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Gerald, that's right, Gerald
They
came
was gonna send me
down.
home on a motorcycle from Florida. Now,
Go back
we
down
negotiated
again.
to buy motors, I didn't.
Better word, it wasn't poor white trash, but there was a lot of poor folks there, you know. And we didn't have, in fact, I didn't have a bathroom in the house while I was living there. We had a two-holder and a path, you might say, and didn't have inside water. Well, we had one cold water spigot, so we had, in fact, the bath, we'd have to heat the water up, and that's kind of like, it wasn't even out in the country, you know. And you know, you had to walk to school a lot, but the bus, I could catch it, you know. But it was a lot different than it is now, I'll say. A lot different.
Did you work while you were in high school?
Oh yeah, I did. My dad didn't have good health, and I had to kind of help support the family when I took DCT in school, in high school, and worked in a cotton mill. And I'd work the second shift, go to work at 3:30, and I went to school from 9 to 12. That's why didn't have a very good background in high school. I just took a couple of courses, English and math is all. And then I was lucky enough, that picture there on the top, the biggest one there was taken, the biggest one on the right there.
Okay, on the right.
Yeah.
Oh, right here, North Georgia College.
No, that one was taken actually by the personnel director at Anchor Roll Mills, which is part of Dan River Mills. And they took that one, they give a scholarship every year. And that more or less made a big change in my life and let me go to college with a scholarship, whereas if I hadn't received that, then I'll probably be still working at Rome Craft at a paper mill or something like that, because that's probably what I would end up doing. But it changed my whole life that way, you see.
Did you go to work there right out of high school?
I would rather spend a lot more time with the girls than to be at the office. And someone said something the other day that really has meant a lot to me. You never, they said this is something that you never hear. You never see somebody on their dying bed and the last words are, I wish I'd have spent more time at the office. You never hear anybody say that. And that's kind of a philosophy that I've felt like, and I don't regret a bit of it, because I think I've spent more time with our girls because of that, and I'm just glad that we're able to do it a lot, and a lot of the trips and things that we've done. And I feel the same way about up to the lake. I just think it was a great opportunity for all of us to get together. Memories that just nothing, you can't replace those memories, you know. You can get down and out, and I think we all have at times been down and out, but you can't ever lose those memories. Someone, they can take everything else you've got, but they can't take your pride and your memories from you. And I think that's just what we're making some right now, as a matter of fact. I just think it's great. I can't believe all this is happening real still. I'm still in a day.
Okay, yes, sir. Go and throw some. Going down to the throw rocks. Go right over here. Ball still over there. Go rock. Good throw. Good throw. Yeah, we'll throw it away. Throw it way up in the woods. Nobody will step on it, okay?